Hello and welcome to Mind Matters Expert, your go-to channel for unlocking the power of your mind. Let me ask you something before we begin. Have you ever been told you seem to have everything together while inside you feel constantly tense, overthinking, or exhausted? If so, you're not alone, and today's topic might resonate deeply with you. Let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed, but affects many high achievers and overthinkers: high-functioning anxiety. Anxiety is often thought of as a visible, overwhelming force, the racing heart, sweaty palms, or moments of panic. But what if anxiety could hide behind a mask of productivity, charm, and outward success? This is the realm of high-functioning anxiety, a type of anxiety that often goes unnoticed because individuals can appear perfectly fine, even thriving, while internally struggling. Understanding the signs can help you or a loved one recognize it and seek appropriate support. High-functioning anxiety isn't a formal diagnosis in medical manuals, but it is widely recognized by mental health professionals as a pattern of anxious behavior that coexists with functionality. People with high-functioning anxiety often excel in their personal and professional lives, but do so at a significant internal cost. They may seem calm, organized, and successful, yet constantly wrestle with worry, fear of failure, and self-doubt. Unlike more overt anxiety disorders, high-functioning anxiety can fly under the radar, making it difficult to identify, even by those experiencing it. Common signs of high-functioning anxiety. While everyone experiences anxiety differently, several patterns frequently appear in people with high-functioning anxiety. 1. Perfectionism. You hold yourself to impossibly high standards and feel intense pressure to meet them. Even minor mistakes can feel devastating, and you may spend hours fixing details that most people wouldn't notice. Overthinking and overplanning can be, pretty exhausting. Your mind rarely shuts off. You constantly anticipate outcomes, analyze past interactions, or plan every step ahead to avoid potential mistakes or disasters. This can manifest as mental overload even when, on the surface, everything seems fine. People-pleasing tendencies are, honestly, more common than you might think. You go out of your way to avoid conflict and ensure others are happy, often at the expense of your own needs. Saying no can feel impossible, and you may fear disappointing others. Difficulty saying no is, closely tied to people-pleasing. You often overcommit to work, social obligations, or responsibilities, even when you're already overwhelmed. Internally, this creates stress and exhaustion, though outwardly, you appear capable and dependable. So, you might find yourself filling your schedule to the brim as a way to distract yourself from anxious thoughts, or maybe even to prove your worth. And honestly, it's not uncommon to feel guilty when you're resting or, just doing nothing. Even when you have some downtime, your mind might still be racing, worrying about past mistakes or, future responsibilities. Relaxation can feel pretty unnatural, and sometimes, just having leisure time can actually make you feel guilty. While high-functioning anxiety is often something you keep inside, it can definitely show up physically. You might notice muscle tension, headaches, gastrointestinal issues, trouble sleeping, or even fatigue, despite looking like you have plenty of energy. Even when you succeed, you may, discount your accomplishments, attributing them to luck or external factors. A fear of failure drives you to over-prepare and over-perform. You may suppress your own feelings or opinions just to maintain harmony, fearing conflict or rejection. This can lead to internalized stress, even as you maintain a calm exterior. You often look to others for validation or guidance, needing reassurance that you're, doing it right or making the best decisions. Why high-functioning anxiety can be dangerous is, because it's often invisible to others. High-functioning anxiety can go unaddressed for years, leading to chronic stress, burnout, depression, and even physical health problems. Individuals may feel they should be fine because they are successful or outwardly calm, but honestly, internally, the constant pressure can take a serious toll. Now let's talk about coping strategies for high-functioning anxiety. While professional help from a therapist or counselor is ideal, there are practical steps that can help manage high-functioning anxiety. Practice mindfulness techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or grounding exercises can help calm the racing mind. Set boundaries. Learn to say no and prioritize your own needs without guilt. Challenge perfectionism. Accept that mistakes are part of growth and don't define your worth. Journal your thoughts. Writing down worries can help organize and release anxious thoughts. Engage in physical activity. Exercise helps reduce stress hormones and improve mood. Limit overcommitment. Evaluate your schedule and remove unnecessary obligations. Seek support. A mental health professional can help develop coping strategies and provide reassurance. One last thing I want to add, that high-functioning anxiety is one of those struggles that often goes unnoticed, not just by others, but sometimes even by ourselves. On the outside, everything may look fine, but inside it can feel exhausting just trying to keep up. Recognizing these signs is such an important first step, because honestly, awareness is where real change begins. And remember this, just because you're capable, productive, or high-functioning doesn't mean you're not struggling. It doesn't mean you have to carry everything on your own. Acknowledging anxiety and reaching out for support isn't weakness at all. It's actually a powerful act of self-awareness and strength. You don't have to keep pushing through in silence. Help is available, support exists, and there is real hope for feeling calmer, lighter, and more in control. Thank you so much for watching this video on Mind Matters Expert. If you enjoyed this content and found it useful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal growth, mindset mastery, and practical tips for a better life. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how you're applying these tools in your life. Take care and see you in the next video. Stay empowered.